Hello everyone, it's Steph. I am back. Today I just am coming here to show you guys my braid out. I would call this the most successful braid out that I've ever done, and this is 5 years in. So let's just take a moment and let you get a good look. You can see how these are connected. They're connected, but I'll pull these three apart whenever I do my separations. I can split it down the middle. So somewhat down the middle. Let's see. Well, that's not quite the middle, but close enough. Flip it to the side. Or flip it to the other side, which this is my favorite side to flip my hair to. So this is day 2 of the braid out. And let me tell you how I got this look, how these, I don't know, this is like the most defined for one that I've had. And it's actually the wave that I want. It's not too tight. So I didn't have to wait a week for them to fall and get like this. Right after I took them out yesterday, they mostly look like this. A little tighter, of course, but after I took them out, they fell just a little bit, just to what I want, and have maintained it for at least a second day. So let me tell you what I did. Um, what I did was I sectioned my hair off and just started braiding. I started on this side. I just grabbed the chunk of hair. I have about 7 or 8 that are combined at the roots anyway over here. So I just started by braiding those together. Everywhere I braided, I tried to make sure that the braids were spread out enough, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't make a braid here and then make another braid right on top of it here. Like, I made a braid here and then I went next to that and did a braid here. I made sure that I really didn't have that. I had a braid that covered every area of my scalp, but I also made sure I had a 5 to 6 braids, I mean locks in each braid. So I ended up with about 12 braids. Um, okay, what I was saying about the spacing, maybe this will make more sense. I hope it does. So when I was braiding the hair, you know how sometimes you can braid and then you have like a part all the way down and all your braids are kind of like coming to the side. Like even like when I do this, how we have like that part in the back just from pulling the hair to the front. I made sure to not do that because my hair has a tendency of gapping open right there and I don't like that. So with the braid, I made sure there were braids along this part and not split in half. Okay, I hope that made better sense. Um, I started with dry hair and I spritzed my hair down with watered down rose water. So this is what I have in here. This is makes for easy, or this type of container makes for easy distribution. So you can see that. Easy and continuous distribution. So I didn't get my hair soaking wet, but I made sure to get the 6 sections, spray it down on one side, flip the hair over, spray it on the other side, squeeze it in real good, and then plait it. Now what I did to the ends is that I did not use rubber bands. I'm kind of scared of rubber bands. So instead of rubber bands, I use these hair ties. You know, these regular, typical black elastics. Okay, and I have them all bunched here. So I put them at the ends of the hair. Now, for a few of the braids, once I got to the end, you know, I had 1 or 2 braids that were left over. I didn't have 3 to continuously braid to the very, very end. So those last few that straggly ones that were hanging off on the end, what I did is I would roll them under. See how this is bent under? Because that's one of the ones I had to do that to. I literally took that hair on the ends, bent it under, and then applied the elastic so that the hair wouldn't be sticking straight out. I started out doing that way on the one side, but on the other side, I got lazy and I was like, I ain't got time for all that. I did not bend them over. So I do have a few that are just straight. They haven't been molded. They're just straight. And that was a little bit annoying. So next time I'm going to have to be a little more intentional about that. After I completed the braids, I did this in the evening. So it was after work, you know, 6:30, 7 o'clock is when I did this. Braid them up. And I put on, I should have brought that down, but I put on my bonnet that is small. Like it's not a bonnet designed for long hair. It's just a regular standard bonnet. So it's really tight. So I usually don't wear that. Like I don't wear that and put my hair up in that one in bed anymore because it's so uncomfortable. It's not, it doesn't fit up, you know, doesn't cover all my hair. It ends up sitting like way back to cover all my hair. But I make sure to use it whenever I have curls or you know, to set the curls or whatever set I have my locks in. So for that, for this braid out, I knew it would be perfect. So what I did for nighttime is, first of all, with the braids, cover it up at night with that. And because it was tight, I knew that my scalp would produce enough heat to warm my hair throughout the night and completely dry my hair. And especially since I wasn't starting with soaking wet hair. So my hair dried overnight. I took it out the next morning, and this is what I had. Now, back to that bonnet, the regular size bonnet. In order to preserve this over the next couple of days, All you have to do is put the bonnet on like this. So the rest of your hair is like hanging down. Put the bonnet on and then grab sections of the hair. Okay, let me do it like this. Grab sections of the hair, ball it up in your hand, and push it up underneath the bonnet all the way around. And this will help keep that form. When you get up in the morning, take it off, shake it out, spritz it a little bit with rose water or whatever your moisturizer is, rose water, water, whatever, and shake it out, and it will fall just like this. It'll help to preserve it for days, sometimes weeks. Um, so yeah, this is what I did to get this braid out. It is successful. I think I do remember talking about in a previous video that I didn't like braid outs on me, and a part of it was because my hair just didn't fall right. It just wasn't at the right length to give me the desired look. And the fact that I have layers in my hair kind of like made it look really awkward when certain pieces were sitting up higher, sticking out. It just wasn't the look I was going for. And also, I didn't braid very tight. On the previous braid outs that I had done, my hair was shorter, so I had to braid a little tighter to make sure all the pieces would stay in. And it gave me that really compressed, skinny lock look, and I did not like that. This time, my hair's long enough, so I just braided it without putting too much tension or, being super intentional about it or braiding it too tight. And this gave me the exact wave that I like. So, yeah, definitely try this. Um, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was like, man, why did it turn out so different? And I was like, let me think about what I did differently. And really, the key to this looser, not so compressed wave, if you don't have super thick locks, is to braid looser. Braid more locks at a time and looser at the same time. Okay. So that's it, y'all. Oh, someone in my last video commented on my hair jewelry. So I forget about it because I don't really consider it jewelry. But yes, it is. These are just hoop rings that you can get from Hobby Lobby, Joann's Fabrics, Michael's, any craft store for making jewelry. And these are the loops that you use in that jewelry making process. I have a little kit that has tweezers you can use to open up these loops and put them on your locks, and I just squeeze them closed and wear them as jewelry. I don't like traditional lock jewelry because they have little dangly things on them and they're really cute, but they get caught up into other things and snag your locks. They get caught onto each other locks, and snag the locks. They get caught on the lock itself, and you're not able to get them off easily, or sometimes they can get compressed and they cause a lot of damage. They cause your locks over time if you wear them continuously too thin. So I wasn't interested in any of that. So I just put on some hoop rings. If it condenses it, which it probably does, it's only a very small space and not enough to compromise the integrity of the lock. So that's it. That's that. All right, y'all. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm still loving my hair. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. But I'm not going to be doing these braid outs very often. I can do them every now and then, but I'm just not interested. I mean, I don't know. I love my hair. I love it. I do. But I just don't have the interest in spending a lot of time in doing it. And I believe the less I do, the better it is for my locks and the better they're going to look long term. So, yeah. If you have anything to add, put it in the comments. Any questions, add it there. And thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.